Did the shorts cover or did they close? No? Fuck we talking about? Yeah, I know what you're thinking. Phil, you haven't dropped a video in a few days. When is more music coming out? Are you going to drop a diss record on this person? Are you going to drop a diss record for that person? What's happening next, Phil? Well, let me just say, Phil is working and dealing with a dislocated shoulder at the same time, so you got to forgive me. But anyways, I want to explain what Bigums is explaining right now to all of you guys, you know, that way you guys get a nice, short, and sweet version. So, for any people that doubt the Moass, that make videos, want to doubt AMC Moass, you know, want to doubt all of this and that, let's look at something real quick, okay? This is a tweet that I made, and I said, hypocrisy from Credit Suisse, telling everyone to sell their company, yet their company is worth less than AMC. Sorry, Credit Sneeze, my trap is closed. Cover your shorts, your naked shorts at that. Now, let's get a good look at my picture. Now, I put this picture together because I'm tired of, like, everybody just having tweets and this tweet, that tweet, and everybody's, like, running around like a chicken with their head cut off. So I'm putting everything all in one doc so you can see where we going with this. So, as you can see, Credit Suisse says to sell AMC, predicts its head at 95 cents, while also holding AMC. And then, of course, Credit Suisse, what do? They own 609,000 shares of AMC. Their value is $8 million. It looks like $8 million. All right. So, with that being said, they even wrote to their shareholders and their investors. They said, conversely, to the extent we have sold assets that we do not own or have net short positions, and an upturn in those markets could expose us to potential significant losses as we attempt to cover our net short positions by acquiring assets. So, Phil, what do you mean by Moass incoming, Phil? What does that mean? Well, let's go over here to this guy. Well, matter of fact, it's this guy, really. This guy right here. You know, this guy. Let's get a good look at him. Yep, this guy right here. Yeah, he's talking big shit. Yeah, and he's like holding his nuts on his shit. He's like, yeah, I know what the fuck I'm talking about. The fuck is wrong with y'all motherfuckers? Anyways, he says, hey, a 2.5 quadrillion disaster waiting to happen. Posted on November 1st, okay? So I basically screenshot this because literally everything that AMC Bigums was saying is right here in this paragraph. Let's read it, because I know some of you on YouTube have not seen this. You're probably on YouTube a lot. Let me introduce you. He says, credit has increased dramatically through derivatives, right? So the banks are running off of credit. Hey, bro, you know what I'm saying? You know, if I pay you 10,000, you gonna let me get 50, right? I bet. See, I knew you was that dude. Yeah, you keep doing that 100 times, 1,000 times, 1,000,000 times. Yeah, we'll see about that. Then he goes on to say, all instruments being used now by banks, pension funds, stock funds, it's all synthetic. But no, people on Facebook, you don't like to believe shit. Then he goes, there is no real underlying payments in almost anything almost. Therefore, my estimate for derivatives would be at least 2 quadrillion. Now, I know you guys remember this. Yep, you know where I'm going. 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 Yep. Let's get a nice little zoom in on that shit. Let's get a nice little zoom in on that shit. Yeah. See, we do it. Yeah, just like that. You see that? Derivatives. Look at that. All he did was add all this up, bro. Come on. This for the streets now. Look, we do these videos for the streets, not for the weak. So, look. Derivative, that's what he's talking about right there, right? My estimate for derivatives will be at least 2 quadrillion. That means at least 900 plus trillion 2 times. Okay? And he says, I think that will be probably conservative. Right, because when you add all of this shit up, I mean, this is just as of 6/30. That's June 30th. It's been 5 months since then. There's no telling what all of this is right about now. It's probably a lot more, okay? Now, he goes on to say, we're talking about 2.5 quadrillion. That's with a global GDP of $80 trillion. So you owe 2 quadrillion plus 80 trillion. So there's a disaster waiting to happen, especially because they've created all this money that have no value whatsoever. I got you, bro. Yeah, let me get, if I pay you 10, you'll pay me 50, right? Yeah, look at this, man. Look at this. Yeah, oh yeah, fuck yeah, fuck yeah. All y'all doing it. All y'all doing it. Credit, 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 credit. Damn, it just keeps going. And we still at 100 million. Okay, we just not made it to 70 million. You feel what I'm saying? Credit, 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 credit. Look at it. All these banks that's in the zero, they definitely not trying to get fucked. And the People's Exchange was like, look, man, let me just give you a rack, bruh. Yeah. Anyways, yeah. Let's continue. He says, I always knew this would collapse, and it's taken longer than expected. But I think we're at the end of a major era. These derivatives, at some point in the coming few years, will actually turn into debt. Banks will have to cover all outstanding liabilities of the commercial banks, as we're seeing now with Credit Suisse. Credit Suisse, Bank of England, and etc. Most likely Barclays, Deutsche Bank, some of these other ones. And so it's going to happen across the board. So whether it's called derivatives or it's called debt, as far as I'm concerned, it's the same thing. Bing! And it will have the same effect on the world financial system. It'll be disastrous, of course. People, that is your Moass explained right there. It's going to be a fucking Category 5 fucking hurricane on the financial market when these motherfucking banks go under. Okay? And yeah. So for all you motherfuckers that want to make little videos that keep talking about AMC, you can't stop talking about AMC. You got to have us in your thumbnail. You got to make it look like we talking about whatever play you're talking about. You got to pretend that's what's going on. Unfortunately, I'm sorry, it's gotten to the point where now y'all look like busters, and we don't hang with busters. So let me just put that in perspective. And with that being said, did the shorts close? No? The fuck we talking about?